Okay, just come in from the exterior. This is the water heater. We still don't have gas. Still don't have gas, so almost feels warm. We haven't had gas for, means we've had gas recently. Hasn't been long since we haven't had gas. What that means. What I'm not noticing is electrical bonding on the cold water side. I don't know where the electric bonding is coming from. And speaking of electric bonding, I'm going to jump back a little bit to the main meter. We only had one grounding rod. Supposed to have two. But we're talking about water heaters now, and what I'm seeing and what I'm not seeing is that we do not have a discussion plate and we do not have any ventilation. Not have any ventilation. Come up inside of here. See that white pipe? The white pipe is asbestos. I don't do asbestos inspections. I'm not qualified to tell you that that asbestos is asbestos. You shouldn't have bare light bulbs in closed closets. Pull chains are no longer acceptable. At one time, the indoor air handler was here. That's why we have some air duct in the crawl space. Now this is storage. Storage is not supposed to be in water heater water heater mechanical closets. You're not supposed to have storage in the same closet as a water heater. You probably will, but I'm here to tell you you're not supposed to. Came in from the outside. What did I not see? Temperature, pressure relief drain line. I don't know where it discharges to. It discharges in the crawl space. We have a safety pan. I don't even know if it has a drain line on it. I'm not seeing one. Looks like there's a hole for one right there. It doesn't even have a safety pan drain line unless it's hidden underneath here. There it is. What do you think that vents to? I think it goes into the crawl space. Into the crawl space. We're not seeing a care and use manual. We're learning that it's 40 gallons. Installed and manufactured in 2015. So 2015, how old does that make that? 6 years old? 6 years old? They last about 10. Okay, 6 is good. 6 is good, don't get me wrong. They last about 10. It's 6 years old. We don't have a care and use manual. We do not know where the TMP drains and the safety pan drains to. The gas line does not have a sediment trap. The gas line has an old school brass valve that takes a wrench. It's electronic ignition, so we're not going to be able to see the burner compartment. See this gray connector? They haven't been legal in forever. Okay, a long time before. When you replace the water heater, you're supposed to replace the connector. That connector was not replaced with the water heater. It does not have a sediment trap. A lot of home inspectors get all bent up when they see the temperature, pressure relief drain line. It's got this flexible drain. And there's not a code against flexible drain. The flexible drain is not it's the connector. I get it. That's not the issue. The threads are the issue. That's what the code says you're not supposed to have. You're not supposed to have threaded ends on the TMP. I get that you're not going to take this apart and cap it off, but that's what it's about. So, as it shouldn't be threaded, this valve should have been insulated. These water supply lines should have been insulated as well. We should have a discussion plate. That shouldn't be asbestos up there, and this closet should have been properly ventilated, and you shouldn't have storage. That's what we learned. We learned that the TMP and the safety pan most likely drain into the crawl space. We learned that we do not have a care and use manual. We learned that the unit is 40 gallons old, and 40 gallons and 6 years old. We learned that we have an old style brass gas valve. We learned that our connector is not acceptable. We learned that we do not have a sediment trap. We learned that our TMP is threaded. We learned that. We learned that our TMP is not insulated and the plumbing and evaporator is not insulated. We learned that we most likely have asbestos in the attic. That's what I'm looking at.
And we do not have a discussion plate. A thimble.
You learn these things. We learned that my batteries are going crazy in my phone.